Hello. Okay, guys, we are live. So please mention in the live chat, is my audio clear or not? Then after that, we can start with the live session. Okay. Okay, I guess I am audible enough. Okay. I'm looking at your live chats. Please mention, am I audible properly or not? Then we can start. Clear audio. Okay. Thanks for your message. Okay. Yes, sir. Clear. Okay. Thank you. So let's start. So hey everyone, I'm Harshal Jain, your mentor at Geeks for Geeks, and this video is live. Yes, this is a new setup which I have created today. Okay, so mention that in the live chat. How is this setup looking right now? Okay, so today, guys, by the way, we are going to create a chat application. And this is basically chat GPT application, by the way. So I hope all of you might have used some kind of AI, like we have Google's Bard, we have chat GPT and different AI, and honestly I use these a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to use API from OpenAI, which is going to be free for some amount. Okay, I'll mention that what amount would be there. So initially it's going to be free, you'll get some credits for free usage, so that's totally fine. And we're going to use that API to basically chat with ChatGPT to get the proper responses, and we're gonna make the UI also exact ChatGPT UI. I'm going to make that UI in React.js, that is Next.js. Okay, we're going to use proper Next.js, but it's same as in React.js. The code is exact same, just the installation was a little bit different. So either you can go with normal React.js or you can use modified version of React.js, that is Next.js. Okay, so let me just look at your live chats. Will this be recorded or not? Yes, it would be recorded. It would be available in the same channel, Geeks for Geeks development channel. After ending this session, the video would be available there. Okay, don't worry. Good evening, Rahul. Okay, perfect. Okay, so आज तो ऑडियंस भी बहुत है यार, 55 watching. लेट्स मेक इट 100 यार bro. आज तो ऑडियंस भी बहुत है, सो लेट्स मेक इट 100. एंड मजेदार लग रहा है ना कैमरा, थोड़ा मैं आज आईफोन से रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ तो थोड़ा अच्छा सा लग रहा है. ओके, सो एनीवेज गाइस, यू कैन शेयर दिस विथ योर फ्रेंड्स. आई वांट 100 वाचिंग राइट नाउ, so please share it with your friends and you can post it on Instagram mentioning Geeks for Geeks, or you can share the link of this video on your Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you want. It would really mean a lot. Okay, so let's begin, guys. Okay, so I guess everything is fine. And if there is some issue, you can mention in the live chat later on. Also, I'll be looking at your chats. Okay, so now guys, let's begin. First of all, I'm gonna show you where is the exact what is the exact UI which we are going to create. Okay, so let's do that. All right. So first of all, let me show you Chat GPT. Okay, what exact thing which we are gonna make. So I'm just gonna go to Chat GPT, and don't judge me with my searches. Okay, I search a lot of things here. Okay, I even search for some kind of beautiful quotes which I can say to anyone. Okay, so yeah, I'll search a lot of things here. Okay, so here you can see that that's how Chat GPT looks. If I say hi, I would get some response. Okay, so basically we are going to create this. Okay, if I anything I would ask from this, if I ask what is geeks for geeks, okay, I think he yes, Geeks for Geeks is a popular website, so Geeks for Geeks is famous. Okay, should I ask about myself? Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'll ask about myself. Okay, who is Harshal Jain? नहीं जानता मुझे, ठीक है छोड़ो। ओके, one day he'll know me. Okay, chat gpt भी जानेगा अपन को, कोई बात नहीं। So basically guys, we're going to create this the same UI and the same APIs. Okay, so let me just show you the final demo, which is the final outcome. So let me just start the code. Okay, just a second. And we are going to use Next.js for making this. That's the modified version of React.js, but you can use plain React.js also. There is no difference in the code. Okay, just the installation part is a little bit different. Okay, so let me just show you uh, the version which we are going to create today. So localhost 3000. Okay, I'm just telling you what we are going to make today. So you can see that in the left side we are going to see some sample chats, and you can see this is the exact UI which I have made today. Okay, just a second guys. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so you can see this is the UI, and now if I say that hey, so if I say hey, enter, and you can see that hello, how can I assist you? Okay, so I have coded this personally, and this response is coming from OpenAI API. We are going to use this. Okay, and suppose if I write something else, I would say will you be my Valentine? Okay, let's do this. So if I hit enter, that's what I did when I started using ChatGPT. Okay, so you can see as an AI, यहाँ पे reject, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. We are still going to make this one. Okay, so let's do this, guys. And is ChatGPT API free? ChatGPT API is free for some credits. You will get some credits as soon as you create an account. I'll just show that in the website. Okay, it's free for some limit. Okay, for some time. Okay, so definitely if you are just making it for fun purpose, then you can use the free version. You can use generative model of DALI for free in this also. Okay, I'll explain that also. I'll show you how you can use that by just the overview, but we are mostly focusing on text generation. Okay, आज भाई न्यू पीसी से आपकी वीडियो वॉच कर रहा हूँ. स्पेक्स मेंशन करो यार पीसी के. वैसे कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन फॉर द न्यू पीसी. If anyone copies our API key after deployment, no one can copy that. We're going to use environment variables, so that's totally safe. Okay, no one can copy that since we are using environment variables. Okay, what is the difference between React and Next.js? There is no difference. Next.js is the modified version of React.js. Next.js has a little bit of changes. The code is exact same. The JavaScript code which you write in React.js, the components and the hooks which we have in React.js are used in Next.js as it is. There is no problem. Okay, if you are trying to code with me, I'm using Next.js, but maybe you are using React.js. Things are exactly same. There is no issue. Okay, there is no issue. Same CSS, everything is same. Okay. Okay. Without purchasing ChatGPT API, can I make this project? Yes, you can make this project without purchasing the API. It would run for some responses. Let me just show you. I'll take you to the website. Okay. भाई KIT यूनिवर्सिटी में पूरा स्कैम चल रहा है, लड़की लोगों को उठा रहा है प्लेसमेंट में. अरे स्कैम कहाँ नहीं चलता है यार. मैं अपने कॉलेज में बताता हूँ. हमारे यहाँ क्या हुआ था. बहुत मतलब it was a very good opportunity. Very less experience is required, and if you have less CGPA, that's also required. But at the end of that opportunity, it was written only for women. खत्म. Okay, so हम आदमी लोगों के साथ ऐसे ही होता है. Famous dialogue. Okay, I can use OpenAI API for banking domain where data privacy is more important. You can use that. Like what you can do is right now we are mostly focusing on the front end. Okay, we are going to use OpenAI API on the front end only. But what you can do is you can create a Node.js backend. There you can handle your request and response. So that would be a one stack application, but this is only for the front end. Inside this, in the front end itself, we're going to use OpenAI API. But if you want to make things more secure, that means banking related, so all things are happening in the backend. What you can do is you can use OpenAI API in the backend. In the backend, suppose you are a one stack developer, so you would be using it in the backend. Okay, how much time required to switch from Angular to React? I would say that it took me around 2 months to learn React properly. If you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, after that you're gonna need 2 months around. I can use okay, okay, Chalo, let's continue. So let me just show you OpenAI API. Okay, so OpenAI API, if I visit here, you can just search for this. Okay, and here, if I select this, you can see overview. And I would suggest create a new Google account. For each Google account, you're gonna get some credits. Okay, so for each Google account, you will get an API key. For each Google account, you will get some credits. So if you want to use it free forever, you can use as many Google accounts as you want. Okay, यार time क्यों ले रहा है? Just a second. Okay, so you can see this is it. काफी सुंदर website है. Anyways, so if I go to this login part, you can see that this is login. Don't go to try ChatGPT, it would open ChatGPT. Just go to login, and here you can see what you want to use. I want to use API, so I'll just go to API. Okay, and I'm already logged in with some account, you can see. Other than this, is there any project that JS guaranteed placement? What you can do is, I'm not saying that ChatGPT, this project ChatGPT using React.js and OpenAPI will give you placement. This is a very normal project. Okay, it's not a very hi-fi task, if I would say. You can make projects like a food delivery system. This is a very big project, and I'm still struggling to make these kind of projects. So food delivery project is like, you're gonna have an order system, you're gonna have a restaurant system, you're gonna have a delivery system. Different kind of websites, different kind of applications are running in your food delivery system. Okay, so you can see it's a very complex project. So try to pick those projects which are complex, like not a single project. It contains 4 or 5 projects in a single project. Okay, so food delivery is a very good option. You can use that for placements. Okay, food delivery or cab delivery system, different kind of things. Or you can use AI projects like real-time tracking. You can use face detection projects. These are really great projects. But if you are thinking of this project as your placements, please don't use this one as your placements. But yeah, you can use this for intermediate level, but it's not something which would give you a lot good placements. It's just an API. I'm connecting it to my front end. Okay, it's not a very hi-fi thing. Okay, it's a normal thing. Okay, so yeah, here you can just come here, and here you can see that this is something. I'm just going to log out. Okay, I'm just going to log out with the account. Let me just log in with some fresh account. Okay, hopefully I'll get it. So I'll just click on continue with Google. You'll see something like this. Now here you have to select some account. I'm trying to select a new account, so I'll just go to this account. Okay, codersub2430, that's my account. Okay, Google account. Once I select this, what I need to do is go to usage. Okay, so here you can see, guys, that right now, okay, I've used the credits. Anyways, I'll just log out and I'll go back to the other account. Okay, anyways, so you have to check the credits. Okay, I might have used the credits, that's why it's showing me. So I'll just pick some other account. Okay, I'll just pick this one. Okay, this is also my client's email. Okay, anyways, I'll do this. Okay, so here you can see, guys, that in the usage you can see that I got some credits. Okay, so you get sorry, I might have said $50. It's actually $5 credits. Okay, $5 credits. You get this much credit when you create an account from this date. Okay, when I created the account, when I logged in for the first time, from this date, expiry is March. Okay, so the next time when you want some free credits, you can use another Google account and you'll get the API key, and it would work for another few months. Okay, YouTube clone is good for resume or not? It's a very good opportunity. You can create a YouTube clone, but yeah, not only front end. I would say if you are applying for front end job roles, then that's fine. But if you are applying for full stack, then you have to create full stack YouTube. Okay, so I would say you can make YouTube clone. If you are only going for front end, you can only make the front end of YouTube. If you're going for full stack roles, then you can make the full stack of YouTube. That means complete video upload to the back end, to the front end, like that. Not every single page of YouTube, it's very complicated, but yeah, you can make some part of it, like some part of YouTube studio and some part of YouTube channels and different kind of things. Or else what you can do is you can make Netflix complete front end and back end. Okay, right? So you can see, guys, now I hope you understood this usage part. Here we get some free credits. Okay, I heard this some time ago that people used to say that it's not free, it's not free. It's free for some time. After few months, you can see after March 2024, these credits would be expired. If I use it, it would be expired. If I don't use this credit, still they would be expired after a few months. Okay, then you have to purchase it. Or what you can do is you can use another Google account which is never used. You'll get another $5. So yeah, that's very great. Okay, so now, guys, inside this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to API keys. Okay, API keys. So you can see here I was having some API keys. I'll just delete my old ones. Okay, I'll just delete my old ones. So if someone has access to your API keys, you can delete the old API keys. Okay, that's also good. So here I'm just gonna name my API key as test1. Okay, I'm just naming it as test1 because later on I'll delete this API key. Okay, suggest some front-end projects for medium level and projects that can be added into resume. Very good question. What you can do is, first of all, this would be a medium level project, okay, for front-end roles only. But if you are talking about full stack projects, I would say, let me just take you to the playlist. Actually, I've taken some sessions at the Geeks for Geeks development channel, and there I have took some projects. Okay, right now I'm also taking another project. So you can just go to Geeks for Geeks development channel, and guys, in the playlist, first of all, you can go for this 3x step. So this is full stack projects. Inside this, you can have a blog application, medium level project, and then a movie application, movie booking application. This is also medium level project. After that, we have a fitness application. It's also medium level project. Okay, and apart from this, right now I'm taking a file sharing application. This is a very good project. Why? Inside this you will find a project, you'll find this Stack file sharing app. This is a Stack project. The most beneficial thing about this is, at the end, you can see I'm using AWS S3, so you'll understand how to use AWS S3. So it's a very good project. Okay, and I'm also going to host it in some platform like Vercel or AWS. So it's a very good one. You can check out this. This is also intermediate to hard level because file sharing application, complete Stack project. Okay, so this is a good project. Or you can check out the 3x dev series. Okay, why is ChatGPT API paid or free? It's free for few time. You can just go back, you'll understand. It's free for few months. That means if you logged in for the account in the December month, okay, in the ChatGPT Open API, then you will get it free for March 2024. Okay, so I logged in at December 2023 for the first time. So from then to March 2024, API is free for $5 credits. After that, I have to purchase it. Okay, so for $5 credits, it's free. I'll get $5 credits. Okay, so yeah, you can see that now I have to verify I'm a human or not. करना पड़ता है. Okay, so now we have to verify. Okay, so yes, mine is showing $18. Yours is showing $18. Great, yaar. You might be lucky, yaar. You might be lucky. $18 is like, you can use it for a lot of requests. Okay, then uh, Nasim, you're saying it's paid. No, it's not paid. It's paid after $5 free credit or whatever free credits you get. Okay, just log into your Google account which you have never used. You'll get some free credits. Okay, you can just rewatch this video. You'll understand that I have shown where you see the credits. Okay, so you can see that, yeah, now we have the API key. I'm just going to copy this API key. Please copy this API key because you won't be able to see this later. Okay, so I've just copied it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it somewhere so that it's here. Okay, so I'm just going to right click. Okay, I'm going to create a fresh Next.js project, but instead of that you can create a fresh React.js project. Everything is same, code is exactly same, just the way of implementation is, like, installation of Next.js is different, code is exactly same in React.js or Next.js. Okay, Pia, what should I learn after React? Like, should I learn Express.js or Node.js? Yes, you can start first of all with, first of all, I would say clear the basics of your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? After that, what you can do is either you can start with front end only, or you can go with the back end. So suppose you started with the front end, that is React.js, you completely learned React.js. After that, what I would do is I would suggest you to go with Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. Learn these three things. After that, what you can do is you can use React.js, Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, all four things together. Okay, create some projects. Okay, so that's how you can go with Monstack. Okay, so here I'm just going to create a fresh Next.js application. You can create a normal React.js application also. Both are exactly same. The installation is a little bit different. Rest everything is same. Okay. Difference between TypeScript and JavaScript. In TypeScript, we have types like we have strings, booleans, integers, numbers. Okay, we have different types. But in JavaScript, we don't have any types. Okay, we can make a string integer later on very easily. Okay, that's JavaScript. And if you want some type safety, you use TypeScript. Rest everything is same. Okay. So guys, here I'm just gonna say npx create. This is for Next.js. You can follow my Next.js only. There's no problem. You can follow this step also. If you don't want to use React.js, you can use Next.js also, just like me. Okay. So npx create next app. at the rate latest. Okay, at the rate latest. And by the way, this Next.js project is at the end converted to React.js only in the production. Okay, it's actually converted into React.js project. So there is no problem. You are using Next.js, that's also fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna name this project React with Spring. I haven't used Spring, like I haven't used Java for backend. I think it's for backend, right? So I haven't used it. So what's your project name? I'm just gonna name it as Chat GPT Clone GFG. Okay, I'm just gonna name it at clone GFG. Okay, so I'm gonna use TypeScript, although I'm just going to use a very few lines of TypeScript. You can go with normal JavaScript also, everything is same, just trust me. Okay, just trust me. Okay, so I'm just gonna say yes for this case, because in Next.js mostly we use TypeScript. Okay, TypeScript is exactly same code as JavaScript, there is no syntax difference, don't get confused, it's exactly same as JavaScript. Okay, वीडियो छोड़ के मत जाना, सेम है JavaScript जैसा ही है TypeScript. Okay, so here we have ESLint. Okay, so ESLint for is for Next.js specifically. I'll just make it yes. I don't want to use Tailwind. I want to have this src directory. Yes and no. Okay, perfect. So you can see that now my ChatGPT clone GFG would be created. Make sure VS Code and Node.js are installed, then only these things would work. Okay, perfect. Guys, क्या कर रहे हो यार? Right now we have 60 watching. I want more people to be added. Please make it 100. Please share this with your friends and subscribe to this channel. And also you can comment below later on what else videos you want related to AI, related to this MERN stack development, or specifically React.js or Next.js or Node.js, whatever you want, you can mention. Okay, let's come back here. You can see that now project has been set up, so I'll just close this. Okay, and now here we just now created this project. You can see that it's here. Okay, so I'll just open this. It's a Next.js project, but you can follow the same approach in React.js also. Okay, so here we have the home file. This is the home file. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that we have to just say here we have a division. Right now I'm just creating a division, and here guys I'll just say that it works. Okay, it works. Okay, and after that I'll just remove the CSS. Okay, thanks a lot Bia, the way you explain things really helps a lot. अरे बिल्कुल, कुछ भी पूछ लो. Valentine's week चल रहा है वैसे, so you can ask other doubts also. Okay, so here you can see that we have just simply said here. Now let's try to test it. Okay, so I'll just go to terminal. To run the Next.js application, we have a separate command npm run dev. Okay, so npm run dev. So you can see that it started. Yes, so you can see it started. Arey yaar, it's running on localhost 3001. Just a second, okay? You haven't answered my question. Okay, let me just check. I know Angular very well, but is it necessary to learn React for better future, or should I contribute with Angular? Angular is really great. Okay, personally what I did was to make things easier, I went with React.js. Okay, you can do same things in Angular which you are doing in React.js. There is no difference. Okay, there is no specific difference. It's like Angular contains all of most of the things are there in Angular. In React.js you have to install some things like routing and different things. You have to install things in React.js. In Angular you have by default a lot of things pre-installed. Well, that's why Angular is good in some cases, but that's totally up to you. You can do the exact things which you are doing in React.js. But if you feel like that Angular, I would say that if I compare the code between these two, Angular is a little bit tougher. Okay, I felt that Angular is a little bit tougher for me because there are some extra syntaxes apart from normal JavaScript. Okay, so if you want easy stuff, you can go with React.js. Rest everything is same. Okay, rest everything is same. Okay, so yeah, here I'll just restart. Okay, I'm just going to start it in localhost 3000. Automatically it would be started. You can see that now it started. Let me just show you this one. I'll just go to localhost. By the way guys, I'm going to share the source code of this video, so for that also please hit the like button. Okay, please hit the like button क्योंकि source code कोई share नहीं करता है. Where you'll get the source code, so I'll upload the source code to my GitHub profile. What you need to do is you just need to type github.com/viraj014. Okay, this is my GitHub profile. You can follow me here, and if you want to contact me, you can contact me on Instagram or LinkedIn. Okay, so if I go to repositories here, I'll be uploading today's source code. Okay, so at the end of this video, I'll be providing today's source code. It would be available in my GitHub profile. Okay, you can just type this URL, you'll get my GitHub profile. Okay, so now I'll just go back here. You can see I'm getting this message, it works. Okay, so now for the UI part, I'm going to go really fast because UI is just like, okay, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, so you will be able to catch with it, or you can just code along with me for the UI. Later on, you'll get the source code also, so you'll understand the UI. Okay, it's very basic. Okay, so in the home page, whether you are using React.js or Next.js, home page is there. Okay, you know what's the home page. Okay, so here I'm just gonna say that we would be loading some components. I'm just gonna create one folder for components. So guys, inside the src, if we talk about Next.js, we create components here. Okay, so in React.js it's a little bit different, but for Next.js we create components here. Okay, and here we can simply say, let's name it as left section dot js. Okay, we're going to create left section, and since we are using TypeScript, so I'm just going to name it as tsx. Okay, everything is same between JavaScript and TypeScript. Don't worry, I'm just gonna make it TypeScript because Next.js is totally using TypeScript. Okay, that's why I'm gonna use TypeScript, because it's recent one. Okay, that's why. So I'm gonna make one more section, that is the right section. Okay, so right section. So left section is for showing the older chat names, and right section is showing the current chat. Okay, so right section dot tsx. Okay, just a second, guys. What project I have to make as front end developer and get a job? You can make this project for front-end development. Okay, or you can make clones of website, like you can make only front-end clones of Netflix. You can make clone of Apple website, which looks really cool. You can make clone of Microsoft's website. So for front-end, you can make clones of these websites. Okay, or you can search for award-winning websites on Google. You will get a lot of UI, so you can make this for your own. Okay, so now guys, here you can see we have the left section and right section. So in the left section, I'm just going to install one extension, that is RAFCE. I hope a lot of you might be using this. Oh, I'm sorry, the extension name was actually ES7. Okay, ES7 plus. Okay, if you go inside this extension, you just need to install this. This is giving you shortcuts, will give you shortcuts. Okay, so inside this, I'm just gonna say RAFCE. That's it. Okay, so once you type this, guys, you will get this left section. Okay, similarly, I'm gonna say RAF. Okay, perfect. Right section. So you can see left section and right section are here. Now in the page.tsx, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say it's going to take styles from page module.css. You can import normal CSS in React.js, but in Next.js we have to create CSS just like that. So by default we have a CSS file which is page module CSS. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're just going to say that in Next.js we have to give class name like that. Okay, so we're going to say class name, and it's going to take class from main page. Okay, so we have to write CSS here into the page module. So I'm just going to write CSS as main page. I'm going to write my CSS here. Okay, that's it. Everything is same, just the little bit implementation is different. You can see I have to write it like styles.main page in Next.js. Okay, now inside this, guys, I'll just say that we have one left section. Okay, we have one left section, and I've given this class as left out. It feels left out. Okay, so you can see left section. Okay, I'll just import it. So from components, I've imported left section. Similarly, for the right section, we have to import it in the right section. Okay, so you can see left section and right section. Okay, so now after that, guys, what you need to do is, let me just take you to the home page. You can see we have left section and right section. Perfect. Now guys, we have to style this a little bit, so I'll just go to my global CSS for now. Okay, I'll just go to my global CSS. First of all, I'll define my root colors. Okay, I'll define my root colors. Now after that, I'll just say by default margin and padding would be 0. Okay, so you can see by default there is no margin and padding. Perfect. Now I'll go to page module CSS. Just a second, guys. I'll just look into your chats in my mobile phone now. Okay. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can mention in the live chat. I'll be looking in your chats in my mobile phone. Okay. Now, guys, inside this, we'll say that we have a main page. Okay, so I'll just say display would be flex. Okay, display would be flex. Right now, things are shown in the row. Okay. Have you already done this project, or is it your first time? Because when I start doing the project, I cannot start by myself without looking code. Do I start forming an idea? अरे बहुत मेहनत लगी थी यार. Like I just created this project today itself. So it's like I did it by all by myself. But yeah, I had to search a few things that about OpenAI API. A few little things I have to search about it, but rest everything I did it all by myself. Okay, so yes, you need some practice in Merge Stack and you need some practice in React.js Next.js. You'll be able to do this, okay? Don't worry. If you are just a beginner, so I'll give you one suggestion. Instead of this chat GPT is a little bit of complicated API. Instead of this, you can create a weather application that would be a little bit more easier. You can search about this, how to create weather application using weather API in React.js. So you'll get some easier explanation, so you'll know how to work with APIs in React.js. Okay. Then after that, you can watch this project if you are familiar with APIs. Okay, this would be a lot more easier then. Okay, now inside this, guys, I'll just say that by default, I'll just give this background color would be yellow. Okay, background color of this would be yellow. I've just defined background color as yellow. Let's see. So you can see that right now it's not taking full space. I want this page to take full space. What I can do, I can just say width and height would be 100 VW, 100 VH. Okay, so you would see that 100 VW, 100 VH. That means I've taken full space. Okay, and one more thing, flex direction row simply made this two things in row. Okay, so you can see now we have this. Now what else you can say is you can give font family also if you want. So I want to give font family. Okay, and I would also give some default text color. Okay, that's it. So you can see that's it. Okay, now after that, guys, I'm gonna say that the left side is gonna take 20% width. Okay, left side it's gonna take 20% width. I'm gonna give it red background color so that I know this is the left side, and width is 20%. Overflow is for now hidden, so you can see left side is here. And similarly, guys, I'm gonna say right side is gonna take 80% width. Okay, that means obviously remaining part is 80%. So you can see right side is gonna take 80%. Overflow is hidden and blue color. So you can see right side, left side. Okay, so I'm just aligning things properly so that there is no extra left out space. Okay, so now let's work on the left section. Okay, so I'll just go here, and this is my left section. So in the ChatGPT API, there is no way you can get history of your chats. You have to create your separate database in Merge Stack, MongoDB. Since we are only focusing on the front end and only the OpenAI API, so we are not going to have history of chats here because we don't have any database. But yeah, I'm just going to show temporary data here in case in future you have to add login and different kind of things. You can create a full stack application out of this, but right now only front end and OpenAI API. Okay, so here we have the left section. Inside the left section, guys, I'm gonna assume, okay, I'll just add some images also. I'll provide these images in my source code. Okay, don't worry. So I have just pasted the assets folder inside src. Here we have ChatGPT logo without background. Okay, logo 2 with different color and no user logo. Okay, so I have just these three logos here for now. Okay, since we are not logging in user, so we will be having something like this. Okay, you can add Google login, then you can have MongoDB database, Node.js backend, different things later on. Right now only the OpenAI API for chatting. Okay, let's do this. So I'll just go to the left section. Okay, left section. Now I'm gonna import what? I'm gonna import ChatGPT logo, and also no user logo, and also image from next image. Okay, so that's how you do it in Next.js. In React.js, you can use the normal img tag, I guess. Okay, so now I'm gonna say that we're gonna have a temporary chats which we see in the left side of ChatGPT, right? We see temporary older chats, right? So I'm just gonna say that we have an array. Okay, we have an array here. I'm just gonna define my array. I made a weather app as well, but I looked at a YouTube tutorial. I know what I did project, but if I have to start it again, I can't do it. Code, is it normal? Yes, it's totally normal. That's totally normal. Sometimes I forget things also. Like for example, like if you talk about some hooks in this React.js, we have use ref hook. Okay, we have this use memo hook. Sometimes I forget these things also. Okay, so I have to just search about it. Okay, we had this syntax, so that's totally normal. But you must know terms. Okay, that means I know what's the purpose of use memo hook, what's the purpose of use ref hook. So this comes with the habit. Okay, so you can just refer to tutorials, who people who are creating projects, and definitely there are a lot of people, better professionals, who are making projects better than me also. So I also refer to a lot of people's videos on YouTube. Okay, so what you can do is you can just watch tutorials, you can code with them, so you know a lot of terms which you can't search directly on Google. Okay, so you'll know that what they are using. So with time you'll get habitual, you'll at least know the name of that thing, you'll know what's the purpose of use memo. You don't know the syntax, but you at least know the purpose of use memo hook. So you'll search on Google and then you'll understand things. Okay, so at least things must be gone from your eyes. Okay, so at least you must see those things again and again. Later on you can just search on Google, you'll know the syntax, you can copy paste the code, that's totally fine. Okay, now in all chats, I'm just gonna show some temporary chats. For example, we have an ID here. Okay, I'm just gonna say, suppose the temporary ID here is 1. Okay, ID 1. Okay, similarly guys, I'm just gonna say that the chat name for now, I'm just gonna say that default chat name here is, this is sample chat 1 for ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just gonna show something like that. Since we don't have any history of chats, okay, we can't get history of chats from OpenAI API. So I'm just gonna show this temporary JavaScript array here. Okay, so here I'm just going to make similar objects with different IDs. Okay, so you can see that, yeah, similar objects. You can see chat name, chat name. So I'm assuming that this kind of data might be coming from somewhere. Okay, there's no way right now we can get this data since we don't have any database to remember things, but still this is some temporary data. I have to show this in the left section. Okay, so at the top of the left section guys, we're gonna have first of all give it CSS. Okay, for the CSS guys, I'm just gonna go here in the src. I'll just create the folder named as styles, and inside this, it's not a valid folder name. Okay, okay, now it's fine. Okay, so you can see that now inside this I'm just gonna create one file for CSS. So for left section I'm gonna create left section CSS. Okay, left section dot module dot CSS. Okay, similarly we're gonna have right section, so RIGST section dot module.css. Okay, perfect. So left section, right section, and the left section, right section, right? And the left section, what we're gonna do is we're gonna import the CSS. So we're gonna say import styles from left section.module.css. Okay, so we have imported the CSS. Now we have to just apply the CSS. Okay, so we'll just say that left section first of all would be having this class name. Okay, okay. Now inside this we're gonna create one division for showing new chat at the top. Okay, you can refer to the UI which I have shown in the initial part of this video. You'll understand what I'm trying to make. Okay, now after that, the second division which we're gonna have is all chats, where we are gonna show our all chats. Okay, that's it. That means this specific array would be mapped here in the second part. Now we have the third thing, which is again the new chat division. Okay, so new chat division again here. Okay, so three divisions are here for now. Okay, now inside this new chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show our image. Okay, so inside this new chat we are going to show our image. Okay, we're going to show our image, so division. Okay, and then inside this we have to show what ChatGPT logo. Okay, so ChatGPT logo would be shown here. I can see that the width of this would be around 50 and height of this would be around 50. So let's check if it's working or not. So you can see that in the left side we are able to see this logo. Perfect. Now we have the logo. Now similarly we're going to show some text. What? Next chat. Okay, what I'm trying to create, let me just show the official ChatGPT website. So ChatGPT, you can see at the top, I'm simply showing the logo, new chat, and then I want this edit icon. How can I get this icon? I can use a lot of libraries, but what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use just normal hero icons icon. Okay, so hero icons, just go here and just search for edit. You don't need to install anything. Okay, just type here edit. Okay, so once you type edit here, अरे यार ढूंढ दे, just a second guys. Okay, yeah, you can see that I got this one, copy JSX. Okay, copy JSX, and I would be just pasting it outside this division. Okay, perfect. So you can see that we have the image and p tag, and we have this edit icon. Okay, so now let me just show you that again. So if I go back to this, you can see that we have all these three things. Okay, similarly guys, we're gonna map our chats also, all chats. Okay, so in the left side we're gonna map our chats. I'm just gonna say JavaScript map. Okay, just follow JavaScript map. I'm just mapping all of my chats, assuming that these chats are coming from where? From some kind of backend. Okay. So let's close it. Okay. Now inside this, I'm just gonna say that we have one division. Okay. Close this division. Okay. I'm just gonna say that we have chat ID. Okay. You can see I'm mapping each chat. You can see that inside this all chats, we are mapping each chat. Okay. So we have chat ID here as key. Okay. Now we're going to say that in the p tag, we are going to show the chat name. Okay. I'm just gonna give it class as text1. Okay. And now here I'm just gonna say that the class name is also what? Chat. Okay, class name is what? Chat. Okay, these are the classes. And one more thing guys, this p tag also has the class as text1. Okay, now here you can see that we have created this. Now the third section is what? Again the last section, and here I'm just gonna show the user details. So no user logo logo. Okay, and then I'm gonna show the username. Okay, I'm just gonna say Harshal Jain. Okay, so let's see. So you can see that I am showing some details. Okay, so right now it's not visible because of the size. Anyways, I'm just gonna say that, okay, I'll just give it some width and height so that it's better. Okay, so I'll just say that width is what? 50, and height is what? 50. Okay, now let's go back here. You can see that, yeah, we have the third section, we have the second section, we have the first section. Now let's style this. Okay, so we're gonna go back to like left section. Okay, so in the left section, what we're gonna do is we are going to style it. Okay, so first of all, we are gonna say that left section is gonna have this color one which we gave into our global CSS. Okay, you can see we have global CSS, we've given color one, color two, and text color variables. Okay, so here you can see that if I go to my left section, okay, left section CSS, you can see I've given this background color as this one, and height is 100%, and display flex, everything would be shown in column. Okay, three sections which we created would be shown in column. So you can see now color is changed. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to say that the new chat would be shown in row. So display flex, now things would be shown in row. Align items center. Okay, align items center, and then some padding from left and right. Top and bottom is 0, and given some height. Okay, so you can see that this is the row. You can see in the left side we have this, in the right side we have the edit icon. Okay, now one more thing, we have the text one. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that text one is gonna be styled, okay, like that, white color. Okay, now I'm gonna say that we have the divisions. I'm just gonna say that this division is gonna be row. So you can see display flex, align item center, some gap. So you can see this division is going to be row. You can see it's fine. Now we have to style this SVG. Okay, this is the SVG icon. So we're gonna come back here. Okay, and I'm gonna say that inside new chat division we have the SVG. Okay, we have the SVG. So I'm just gonna say SVG, right? SVG is gonna take 30 pixel, 30 pixel, and color would be this. So you can see that that's it. Okay, so you can see that that's how it's styled. Okay, and bottom one is also styled just like that. Okay, right? And guys, one more thing, I'm just gonna come back here, and here what we need to do is we just need to say that we have division. Inside this I'm gonna paste it. Okay, that would be better. Okay, now you can see that everything is fine. You can see everything is fine. Now we have to style this middle section. Okay, middle section would be styled. So I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna say that all chats would be styled just like that. Okay, height 70%, overflow auto. That means if there is some extra text, so overflow would be scrollable. Okay, so flex direction column and some gap and some padding. So you can see that, yeah, you can see that's how it looks. Okay, perfect. So I think this is fine. Okay, so you can see this is a sample. Okay, I think, okay, there is some text issue here. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this text from here so that there is no extra space. Okay, so now fine. Now they look even. Okay, although you're gonna just show temporary data, I'm showing temporary data here because there's no way to get history of chats. Okay, that's why temporary data. If you are creating a monstack application, you can just store previous chats and you can show previous chat titles here. Okay, but right now we're just showing it in the front end, so we don't have any data from the backend. Okay, now we're going to use OpenAI API. Okay, so in the right section, let's go to the right section. Left section is done, let's go to the right section. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the right section here. Okay, and here guys, we're going to say that right section is gonna be importing again a few images. Okay, a few images and styles. Okay, and one more thing, since I'm using hooks in Next.js, so to use hook in Next.js in the client side, first of all I'm just gonna write use state. We are going to use use state hook. Okay, and one more thing guys, here at the top I have to write use client in Next.js. We have to do this. Okay, now after this guys, we need to import image tag also from Next.js. Okay, that's it. Now what we need is we need to paste our OpenAI API. and I did one mistake. Okay, I forgot the API key. Anyways, we'll regenerate the API key. So I'm just gonna come back here, and here I'm just gonna create one file named as .env.local. Okay, inside this we're gonna paste our API key. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a variable name. Inside this we have to paste our API key. So let's get the API key again. So I'm just gonna go to API keys. I'll just delete the API for now. Okay, I'm just gonna create one API. I'm just gonna name it as test1. Okay, create secret key, and I'll just copy this and I'll just go back here and I'll just paste it here. That's it, sorted. Now what we have to do is we have to call this into our right section. We don't need to install anything, everything is fine. Okay, now here I'm just gonna say that import OpenAI API. That means you'll get this API key from this variable. From this variable you'll get the API key into your right section. You can see without showing the API key, I have the API key, right? That's the benefit of env, right? So now after this I would do one basic thing which we do in TypeScript. Okay, which we do in TypeScript. I would simply write message obj. Okay, I'll create an interface. This is for TypeScript. If you are not using TypeScript, you don't need to do this, or else I'll just skip it for now. Okay, I'm just gonna say that we are going to create message, we are going to write message. Okay, so I'm gonna store the typed message inside this hook. So I'm just gonna say message set message. Okay, so whatever message I'm gonna type, I'm gonna store it here. Okay, so use state. Okay, so use state, and initially it's gonna be empty. There is no message which I have typed. Okay, so the typed message into my input field of the type message bar is gonna be empty initially. Now one more thing guys, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna have all messages also. For example, you can see that here we have the message, we have the typed message. Okay, so this specific message is going to be stored where? Is going to be stored here into this variable. But if I chat with ChatGPT, okay, so if I say hey, you can see that it's giving me some response. Again, if I type how are you, so you can see that I have some set of messages. So these set of messages which I have in total are going to be stored into my all messages. Okay, so I'm going to create all messages hook for storing all of my messages. Okay, so I'm just going to say that const all messages. Okay, all messages, and I'm just going to leave it as it is. So you can see for normal JavaScript this would work properly. For TypeScript you can make some changes later, I'll explain that. Right now you can see this is fine, this is fine. Okay, and after that we are going to create one function const send message. Okay, send message function, and it's an asynchronous process. Okay, because sending message to ChatGPT and receiving it, it's gonna take some time. Okay, so asynchronous process, and I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Now before continuing guys, I have to explain you OpenAI API. Okay, let's explain that. Okay, so first of all I'll go to the documentation. Let me just explain you how we are able to do things. So easiest way is go to the documentation. Okay, I'll go to documentation, and here first of all let me just show you we have the free credits. Always check that, only then API would work. We have free credits. Out of $5 we have only used 0.05. That means we have a lot of bandwidth here. Okay, so we can use a lot of things. Okay, we can get a lot of requests. Okay, so we have free credits here. Okay, it's free. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my documentations. Okay, go to my documentations, and here you can see we have a lot of things. You can implement image generation also. Okay, if you want to implement image generation later on using DALL-E, you can use it. Okay, and I'm not going to explain this, but you can search about this on YouTube. You'll get a lot of tutorials, or I'll be creating a specific video also, image generation using ChatGPT OpenAI. Next video would be on this. Okay, I think someone mentioned one more thing, need NLP videos in JS. Okay, NLP, I think for that maybe you have to use TensorFlow JS, maybe. I am not sure. I'll just search about it, what specific things are used for NLP in JS. Okay, so I'll be creating videos on that also. Good idea. Okay, so here in this you can see that I'll just go to text generation. We're gonna talk about text generation only. That means we want response from ChatGPT. If I send hey, I want some response from ChatGPT, that's text generation. Okay, so now in text generation here you can see that a lot of things are here. What you need to do is guys, you have to use this link. Okay, you have to use this link. Okay, you have to use this link. So I'll just copy this link. Okay, I'll just copy this link. Copy this link, and then I'll go to Postman. So Postman is what? It's a software which would allow us to test the API. So you can install Postman by searching on Google. You'll get Postman software, okay? Or I think you can run it live also if you want. But right now I'm just going to use the downloaded software. You can just download it and you'll get it. Okay, it's totally free. It's used for testing the APIs. Okay, so I'm just gonna open Postman now. So Postman. And here what you can do is, it's always great to create collection. So I'm just gonna click on plus blank collection. You can name this collection as what? OpenAI GFG, something like that. Okay, so you understand this. Okay, so OpenAI GFG, you can see I created this collection. Inside this, I'll just make a request. So new request. So add request. Inside this, I have to make a request. To which URL? To this URL. Okay, first of all, write this. Then what? It's a post method. Okay, it's a post method. Okay, write it as a post method. Then after that, guys, what you need to say is in the headers, you need to just say that you need to specify your API key. Okay, so just write here authorization in the headers, and here you need to specify your API key. But before that, you need to write bearer. Okay, so it's a conventional format. You have to write bearer, then the API key. So where is your API key? Let me just write my API key is here, right? API key is here. Don't worry, I'll delete this. So even if you try to steal my API key, you won't be able to run this. Okay, so but for now I have to show this. Okay, so you can see this is the API key and bearer, right? Now in the body, I'll just make it raw, and inside this you can paste anything. Okay, so let me just show you the example. If I go down, I think okay, here you can just go with anyone. You, if you prefer Python, if you're using Python, you can just search for options. Or here you can see that this is the object. Okay, so here I have to just copy this. Okay, I have to just copy this whole object. Okay, whole object. This is what we're going to send. Okay, so here you can see that this is what we're going to send. So this is what system, first for systems message. So I'm just gonna ignore this for now. Okay, and one more thing is I'm just going to ignore these all things. So right now I'm just asking for the first time to ChatGPT that, suppose I'm asking this question to ChatGPT. Okay, I'm asking this question from ChatGPT. You don't need to do anything here. Everything is same. Okay, this version might change later on when you check OpenAI website. So you'll just pass that specific version which you get in the example. We got this specific version in the example, so I'm using this one. Okay, so this is user. That means user is asking this question. This is not a response. This is a question which user is asking. So if I click on send, and you can see, guys, that after that this is giving me a response. The Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series of 2020. Okay, if I ask you, ask this something else. Oh, what what is Geeks for Geeks? Okay, what is Geeks for Geeks? Okay, so if I type this, you can see that Geeks for Geeks is a computer science platform. So you can see that it's giving me response. Role is what? Assistant. Okay, so you can see this is the response. Okay, so after that, if I just copy this. Okay, if I just copy this, and what I need to do is I just need to append this next time so that chat gpt remembers all the responses. So after that, you can ask one more question to chat gpt. You can ask one more question. When was Geeks, I think it won't tell me, but I'm just giving you example. Geeks for Geeks formed. So what would happen next time when you are making a request? This is your request, but it's also going to remember your previous questions also, previous questions and previous answers. That's how ChatGPT remembers old prompts also. That's how you get relatable answers, right? So you are in a single chat and ChatGPT is going to remember old prompts with the help of this. Okay, and this is the new prompt. Okay, so if I just send, so it's gonna give me some response, true or false. You can see it was formed on 2009. So you can see that that's how things are gonna run. Now next time what I need to do is I'll just append this object. I would append this object. So this is practically we're gonna do that in React.js also. I'm gonna append this object. I'm just gonna give a comma and append the object. Now next time what you can do is you can just say I'm asking as a user. Okay, I'm asking as a user. Uh, I think it won't be able to answer this one. Who is CEO? Who is the CEO? Okay, something like that. Okay, who is the CEO? If I click on this, so you can see that now, as of my knowledge, Sandeep Jain is the founder. So you can see I didn't mention Geeks for Geeks. How it got Geeks for Geeks? It got Geeks for Geeks from the older messages, right? So guys, I hope you understood how to use the API. Okay, now we're going to implement this in our Next.js or React.js, whatever you are using. Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay, so you can see that as soon as I use this API, by the way, let me just show you my usage here. Okay, let me just show you my usage. So you can see that still I have used some things, and yes, I think some amount is used. It's not updated right now, but yeah, you'll see the updates here. You'll see the usage here, how much is pending, how much credits are available, free credits are available. You can see that here. Okay, it's free for $5. Okay, I'm repeating this because a lot of people have this doubt. It's free. Okay, let's continue. Now here we have the right section and we have the API. We just need to hit the API. Okay, we just need to hit the API. So we're just gonna say that whatever message you're gonna type, first of all, I'm gonna print that message. So console.log message, that's it. Okay, console.log message, right? We're gonna do this later on. Right now let's create the UI first, then we'll implement the AI API later on, वरना तुम लोग भाग जाओगे इसलिए लास्ट में. Okay. So here we'll just say we have the first of all this division. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that this is the CSS file, right? So here I'm just gonna say that we have a class name, okay, and styles dot what, right section, right section, done. After this, guys, we're gonna say that at the top we're gonna show the ChatGPT version. Okay, so it's just for the UI. You can see at the top you see the ChatGPT version. Okay, that's what we want to do for this one also. Okay, so here you can see that we have a division. Okay, we have a division. I'm just gonna say that class name styles dot chat GPT version. Okay, I'm just naming it just like that. Okay, and here, guys, I'm just gonna say we have one p tag. Okay, one p tag. I'm just gonna name it as give the value as 3.5. Okay, and then we have to show an SVG icon. What SVG icon? You can see this drop down. Right now I'm not implementing the functionality of this, but yeah, we have to show something. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go to hero icons and just search for down. Okay, so you can just get a lot of icons. I want to use this one. Copy J. Arey ho jaye yaar. Let me just refresh. Okay, so down, DOWN. You can see if I copy JSX, you can see now it's copied, and I'll just paste it here. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now let me just show you. You can see that right now, guys, in the right section you can see ChatGPT 3.5 and the icon is also here. Perfect. So this is the ChatGPT version section. Okay, no implementation would be here for now. This is just static. Okay, now after that, inside this, what we're gonna do is we're just going to say if I have messages. Okay, if I have message, I'm gonna show my messages here. So I'm just gonna say that if messages dot length. Okay, for now I'm just gonna show one division. Okay, just skip this part for now. I'm just gonna show a division. Okay, this division is for no messages, no messages. If there is no chat, what actually happens is when you go to chat GPT, I want to show this. When I don't have any chat, I want to show this. Okay, so I'm gonna create this part. Okay, so let's go here. We have a division. Okay, and here I'll close this. I'm just gonna give it a class name. Okay, and class name would be what, styles dot no chat, no chat. Okay, right. So inside this, guys, we'll say we have a S1 tag. Okay, we'll create an S1 tag section 1 for what? You can see this top part would be section 1, this second part would be section 2. That's it. Okay, so in the section 1 tag, we have to show our chat GPT logo and the text, how can I help you today? Okay, so section 1, okay, section 1, and similarly, guys, you're gonna have section 2, so S2. That's it. Now in the section 1, what we're going to do is we're going to show the image tag from Next.js, ChatGPT logo, and then width and height, and then how can I help you today? Okay, so let me just share you this one so you can see that if I refresh this, for now it's not visible because of this icon, but yeah, it's there. Okay, now similarly, guys, we have to create S2. Okay, so I'm just going to say that we have to create inside S2, we are just going to create suggestions, okay, which we get from ChatGPT. Okay, this is also going to be static because we don't have any API to get these things. Okay, next time when you create new chat, this would be reloaded. Okay, so there is no way you can get this for free, so I'm just going to show temporary things here. Okay, so I'm just going to create one division. Okay, I'm just going to create one division. Inside this division, I'm going to give it suggestion card. I'm going to show recommended activity, psychology behind decision making. Okay, so I'll just copy this for 4 times. Okay, because 4 cards must be here. So 3, 4. Okay, so 4 cards must be here, and I've copied it 4 times. Okay, so S2 is also done. Now guys, we have the third section for messages. Okay, so we have the third section for the message bar. Okay, so I'm going to name it as division. Okay, and let's give it a class name of what? Styles dot bottom, bottom, bottom section. Okay, so here what we need to do is, you can see if I go here, you can see in ChatGPT you have a bottom section. This is the bottom section. I'm calling this as bottom section. Here we have the search bar. Okay, we have the message bar. Inside this you're gonna write your message, and we have a button. That's it. Let's come back here. Okay, so here what we need to do is, we need to just say that first of all we have a message bar, right? We have a message bar, and below this message bar you have one more thing, that is, you can see ChatGPT can make mistakes, so we have to mention that also. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a p tag here below this, and I'm gonna show it. Okay, I'm gonna show it, so you can see that that's done. Okay, now inside this we have to show an input tag and a button. Okay, so I'm gonna show an input tag, so I'll just say we have an input tag. Okay, type of this input would be what? Text. You're gonna write text inside this, and placeholder would be what? You're gonna write message, message, chat GPT. That's what is written in, okay, in the placeholder. So message chat GPT, and then I'm gonna say that on change, I'm gonna set the message to whatever I have typed. Okay, now after that, one more thing, that is the value of this would be taken from message hook. Okay, then I'm going to store it. Okay, I'm going to save it. Okay, so you can see this is the input. Now we need one more thing. We need one upload icon, just like this. You can see send icon. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna search for up. Okay, so I can just pick anyone. I would just pick this one, copy JSX. Okay, and I will just paste this one here. Okay, so as soon as I click on this, I would simply call what? Send message function. Okay, so on click, call send message function. Okay, that's it. Now guys, let's fix the UI first, then we'll be able to understand this better. Okay, so right now I'm going to complete the UI. I'll go to the right section. Okay, I'll go to the right section. Now in the right section, I'm gonna say that first of all, right section is gonna take color 2. Okay, and full height. So I'm just gonna say that right section is gonna take this height as 100 VH, and some padding from left and right, and space between. So you would see that that's how you can see some color is here. Now let's style the top section first. Okay, that means ChatGPT version section. So I'll just style this. I'll just say that, I'll explain this. So I'm simply saying display flex, that means things would be in row, items would be in center. Okay, and then some height would be given to this section, some color, text color, white color. Okay, some font size and some gap. So you can see that this is the top section. Okay, now we have to say that the SVG icon is going to take some less space. Okay, so I'm just going to say that SVG icon is going to take some very less space. While you're coding, you are getting some suggestion. I'm using GitHub Copilot. Okay, I'm using GitHub Copilot. That's a paid version. Okay, that's a paid tool. But if you're a college student, you'll get it for free for 1 year. You can search about it, how to get GitHub Copilot for free for 1 year as a college student. You get a college ID, right? College email ID. From that you can get this. But I'm using a paid version. बहुत पैसे लगते हैं, but still. Instead of this, if you want something free, you can use tab 9. Tab 9 is a free extension. You can search about this. You'll get some free suggestions. But that's very basic suggestion. Okay, it's not, it won't give you everything. Okay, so or else what you can do is, you can just say you can use normal chat GPT to help you correct your code, to generate your code directly from here also. You can use that also. Okay, anyways, so here we are going to say that the SVG icon inside chat GPT version division is gonna be styled. Okay, so you can see that now it's gonna take very less space. Okay, so you can see top version is styled. Okay, top division is styled. Okay, after that we need one more thing, that is no chat. Okay, no chat division. So I'm just gonna say that no chat division would be here. I'm just going to say that first of all, everything would be in column. Okay, flex direction would be in column. Okay, so you can see that everything is in column. Perfect. Now after that, we need to say justify content flex end. That means I want things to start from bottom. Okay, start from bottom. Now after that, one more thing. Okay, I'll just skip this for now. Okay, I'll come back to this. First of all, let me just style the last section, that is bottom section. Okay, I'll do that also. So if I talk about the bottom section, okay, I'll style that first. inside the bottle section, guys, we have the SVG icon, so I'll style that also, so that icon is smaller. Okay, so inside the bottom section we have SVG icon. I've styled it and I've given it background color just like a button, so you can see that, yeah, now it looks fine. So you can see that icon is smaller. Perfect. Now let's come back to no chat section. Okay, in the no chat section we are going to say that first of all, it's gonna take some color, and I want everything to be align item as center. Okay, first of all, align item as center, and then some text color. So I would say text color of inside this would be white. Okay, then I would say that font size would be 25 pixel, and then height inside this would be 70%. So you can see, since justify content is flex end, you can see that it's in the end, not in the top, it's in the end. Okay, that's the purpose of justify content flex end. Okay, and one more thing I would say here is position as relative. Why? I'll explain that. Okay, I'll explain that. Now inside this no chat, inside this no chat we have S1 and S2, right? So if I talk about S1, this is S1. Similarly guys, we have S2. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that we have S2. Okay, so I'm gonna style these two sections. So S1 is gonna be first of all having display flex. Okay, and I want align item center and position as absolute. Okay, I want it to be in center. You can see that if I talk about this, you can see that this is S1. You can see it's not in the bottom, it's in a little bit upwards, lifted. Okay, that's what we want. So we are going to come back here. I want to say it's little bit lifted, so I'm going to say from top 30%, left 50%. So you can see that that's here, but I want to make it a little bit center also. I'm going to say that translate -50 -50. Okay, so I'm going to make it to center, so you can see that's how it's done, right? So you can see that it's a little bit lifted now. Okay, perfect. Now after that, guys, I'm gonna say that the h1 tag inside s1 would be having less size. Okay, so I'm gonna say h1 tag inside s1 would be having less size. Okay, perfect. Similarly, guys, I'm gonna say s2 would be display flex. Okay, would be display flex. Flex wrap, that means 4 boxes would be shown, 4 suggestion boxes would be shown, 2 in each. So overflow, 2 in each. Okay, so that's why flex wrap. Then width is 80%, some gap, and some justify content center. So you can see, yeah, that's how it's shown. Okay, now I'm gonna say my suggestion card is gonna have some border and some font size, so I'm gonna give it some border and font size. Okay, I'm gonna give it some font. You can see that some border, flex direction column. Okay, for suggestion card, and then border of gray, and then some padding, some width, and border radius. So you can see that we have some border and some width. Okay, so perfect. Now inside this we have the h2, so I'm gonna say that the h2 would be style, font size 20, font weight 400, right? And then after that we have p tag. Okay, we have p tag, so p tag 16 pixel, font weight 400. So you can see p tag, right, styled a bit more. Now after that, guys, I'm gonna say my bottom section would be taking height of this much. Okay, bottom section would be taking height of 20% only. Okay, so that total 100% is taken. Okay, now you can see that flex direction column and flex end and justify align item center. You can see that's how it looks. Okay, so you can see flex end, and you can see that at the top we have this. Okay, so now after this we are going to say that the message bar would be taking first of all 80% of my width. Inside this we have the message bar. Okay, so in the bottom section we have the message bar, right? So we have the message bar. I'm going to say my message bar is going to have border as this, align item as center, that means input and svg icons, align item center, they are in row, input and svg, they are in row. Okay, then we have padding, then border radius, then justify content space between, that means input would be on left side, button would be on right side, and width would be 80%. So you can see that's how it looks. Now we have to style the input tag also. Okay, so we're going to say that the input tag would be having no border, no outline. Okay, no border, no outline, background color transparent, some font size, some text color, and width 100%. So you can see that's the input tag. So you can see write it here. Okay, perfect. Input tag is also done. Now svg was also done. If I hover on this svg, okay, if I hover on this svg, you can see we have this svg icon here. If I hover on this svg, I want cursor pointer and background color is white. So you can see, yes, it's white. Okay, perfect. So yes, so I'll just refresh it. So you can see, yeah, you can see it's perfect. Now is what else is needed? Now we're gonna show our messages. Okay, we're gonna show our messages. So for that, suppose assume, first of all, let's complete the API. Okay, let's complete the API. So you can see as soon as I type the message and I click send message, it's gonna print the message. Okay, so let's try to print the message. If I inspect in the send message function, I have written something, right? So if I just go here and console, and if I type here, hey, You can see that I get hey. Now I have to send this to OpenAI API. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll do that. Don't worry about the responsiveness. You can make the responsiveness later on. We are going to focus on the API now. Okay, so let's do that. So here what we need to do is, here we need to send this. Okay, we need to send this to whom? We need to send this to OpenAI. Okay, just like that. We sent it like that, right? So we have to do this into React.js. Okay, that's it. So we are gonna call this in React.js with the message which we want to send. Okay, then we are going to keep updating the all messages. Okay, the all messages must be updated. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I'm going to come back to the right section. We're going to complete the send messages function. Okay, we're going to complete the send messages function. We are going to say that inside this we are able to get the message. Okay, that means we can proceed further. I'm going to say which URL. This is the URL which we are going to call, right? And what's the token? Token is basically bearer, right? That's what we send to postman also. What's the model? This is the model, right? You can change the model later on, right? After that, what message to send? Okay, what message to send? So remember what we were doing? We were updating the previous messages with the latest message. You can see I'm sending complete messages, history of messages also, so that ChatGPT has the reference. Okay, so you can see I asked who is the CEO. So ChatGPT easily guessed I'm talking about GeeksforGeeks CEO. I didn't mention GeeksforGeeks. It takes GeeksforGeeks from the older messages. Okay, so you can see that I'm sending list of old messages along with the new message. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, here I'm gonna say that create an array messages to send. I'm gonna say take the list of old messages and add a new message also. Role is user, new message, role is user, and content is message. Right, perfect. So now after that we have to simply fetch it using fetch API. Okay, so I'm just gonna say let res equals await, and let's say fetch. Okay, fetch, and then guys we are going to say that method is what? Post. Okay, method is post, and headers are what? Inside this I'll just say authorization. Okay, AUTH authorization, and we have to write the token. Okay, and then content type is application JSON. You can check as it is, we have write in postman also. If I go to headers, you can see authorization. Okay, and content type application JSON is also important. If you don't write this by default, it's there, but write it. Okay, just write it. Okay, so yes, LETR, yes. Okay, perfect. So you can see that that's done, and now after that we have to specify the body. Inside body what you are sending, so I'm just gonna say json.stringify. Okay, inside this guys you just need to say that what we are sending. So you can see in the body we are sending the messages as well as model, messages as well as the model. Okay, so here you need to specify the model. So I'm just gonna say that model equals my model. Okay, then messages would be coming from messages to send. Okay, that's it. So I'm sending all the list of messages, previous messages, and the current message also. Okay, that's it. Now as a response you're gonna get some JSON response. Okay, initially you can see all messages are empty, you won't face any issue. Okay, so if you are messaging for the first time, so obviously previous there won't be messages. Okay, so it's gonna be empty. This is going to be a first object inside the array. Okay, after that you can see I'm sending this API. Okay, I'm receiving some response. What kind of response? You're gonna receive some response like this. You can see receiving response some like that. Okay, let's try to do this. So what we're gonna do is, if I receive the response, okay, if I receive the response, okay, if I receive the response, I'm going to say print that response. So console.log response. Let's try to print this. Okay, let's do this guys. So I'm gonna come back here. Okay, let's reload and inspect. Okay, perfect. Now let me just write something here. I'm just gonna write hey. If I write hey, okay, if I write hey, if I click send, so as soon as I click send, you can see I got some response from ChatGPT. Perfect. What response? You can see, you go inside choices, zeroth index, you can see message. Inside this we have hello, how can I assist you today? Okay, let me ask something else also. Okay, what is geeks for geeks? Okay, I'm asking this. Okay, now if I hit this, you can see that after a few seconds you will get a response. So you can see that this is the response. You can see that in the choices, zeroth index, in the message, you can see GeeksforGeeks is a website. You can see that I'm getting everything. Perfect. Now what you need to do is, you just need to show it in your page. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show it in my page. Okay, how can I show that? Okay, so I'm just going to say that I got the messages. Okay, that means my message is where? So console.log, my message is where? In the rest JSON, in the rest JSON, we are looking inside what choices, right? We are looking inside choices, zeroth index. Okay, inside this we have the message, right? You have the message. Okay, so let's print this. Okay, we'll get the direct choice. Okay, so I'll just remove it. If I type what is geeks for geeks, so if I send, okay, let me just refresh, I'm sorry. So we have res json, right? Rs json and choices, it's actually choices, I'm sorry. Now let's do this. Okay, so if I type hey, if I hit enter, you can see that now I would just get the message. Okay, I would just get the message. This is what we want. We are going to append this message to my older messages. Whatever were my older messages, I would append this also. Okay, so you can see, remember, you can see I'm appending message just like that. Okay, before sending. So after sending also I'm going to append the latest message. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are just going to say that let new messages. Okay, let new all messages. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that first of all, to this old list, that means dot dot dot, to this old list append the new message also. Okay, append this new message. Okay, this new message. So I'm just gonna say that append this specific message. That's it. Okay, so you can see that now the object is updated. Now if I just print console.log new messages, let me just print this so I'll see the messages. Okay, let's do this, guys. So if I just reload. Okay, so if I click hey, so if I write hey, so you can see that I get two things here. So you can see this is what I sent right now, and this is the response from my assistant. Okay, now if I ask some of more things. Okay, so how are you, which extension you are using for HTML and CSS suggestion? It's GitHub Copilot. How are you? So if I write how are you, you can see this time I'll be getting, just a second guys, I think I have to reload because it missed out. Okay, I'll type again hi. Okay, so if I type hi here, you can see I'm getting something. How are you? Let's check this one. So you would see that right now it's not updated. Okay, how are you? Okay, just a second guys. What we are trying to do is we are getting some response and we are trying to print it in the real time. Okay, I think there is some issue here. I'm only getting the new one here. Okay, why? Because messages to send is here. Okay, messages to send is here, and it's basically dot dot dot, and I'm just saying new all messages. It must be here. What we're gonna do is I think it maybe it's not because of real time. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to say that set all messages. Let's see this. Okay, new all messages. I'm just saying that now new all messages would be here. Okay, so new all messages. What's the problem? Type any is not, since we are using TypeScript. So do one thing, just specify here any. For TypeScript only you have to do this. So any. Okay, any. So I've just specified any here. That's it. So you can see that now I've simply set all my new messages. That means old messages, new messages would be set it, and then I would just empty my typed message. Okay, I'm just empty the typed message field. That's it. After doing this, guys, we are just going to show this data here. Okay, where you can see that we have this no chat. Okay, I'm just gonna say that if all messages are here, I have to show all messages. How can I do that? So instead of this, I'll just cut this. I'll just say that if I have all messages, that means all messages dot length is greater than 0. Okay, or it's greater than okay, it is greater than 0. Okay, it's greater than 0. Then in that case, you are going to show something. You are going to show a division. Okay, what division? Can we get GitHub repository? Yes, I'll share the GitHub repository when we end the session. I'll upload the source code at that time. Okay, so I'll just make a division here. Okay, then we'll just paste the no chat here. So if chats are there, if chat is there, if you have chat 4 or 5 times right now, just now, so you would get that chat messages. Okay, so I'm gonna show the chat messages here. Let's give it a class name, styles dot messages. Okay, inside messages, guys, I'm gonna say that right now I'm just gonna show as it is. Okay, so I'm gonna show things as it is. So all messages dot json dot stringify. Okay, so json dot stringify all messages. Right now I'm just showing all messages as it is. Let me just check. So right now you can see, if I refresh, if I write hi, can see that as soon as I do this, you can see that ChatGPT, I hope this is visible. You can see that this is just now. Okay, so if I write something else, yo, so you would see that now it's appended. You can see now it's appended. You can see old data is also here. What is GFG? Okay, if I search about this, you would see that I would be able to get something. You can see, so you can see data is now appended. Old data is still here and new data is also appended, right? Perfect. Now let's come back here. We just need to style it. Okay, we just need to style it. So I'm just gonna save that all messages are going to be mapped with their index. Okay, with their index. So message and index. Okay, and what else you need to do is inside this, guys, I'll just hit enter, and then we're going to create one division. Okay, so inside this division we are going to show message just like ChatGPT. Okay, so we are just going to say that first of all key equals what, index. Okay, whatever index we are at, and then we can give it a class name also. Class name would be what, styles dot message. Okay, some class name to this. Okay, now inside this, guys, we'll show image of what. So I'm gonna say that if role is user, then I'm gonna show user image. I don't, we are not logged in, so I'm just going to show no user logo. If role is not user, that means assistant's response is here, so I'm going to say chat gpt logo, and width is 50, height is 50, and this is it. Now after that we have to show one more thing. We are going to create one more division for details. Inside this we're going to show the name. That means either it's sent by you or it's sent by chat gpt. So I'm just going to say that we are going to say that if the message role is user, I'll just show you, or it's sent by ChatGPT. So I'm going to show ChatGPT text. Okay, and below that I would just show the content. Okay, that's it. So let's try to check it now. So I'll just fix it. Okay, perfect. So you can check the responsiveness. You can make the website responsive later on. Right now I'm just making it to work with ChatGPT. Okay, so I'll just write here hi now. Hi. Okay, if I write hi here, you can see that there is some issue. If you meant to render collection of use an array instead. Okay, I think I did one mistake here. Okay, so you can see that I'm rendering things here, but it's rendering what, it's rendering an array. Okay, just a second, guys. Just a second, guys. I think I did one mistake. Maybe it's because of the brackets. Okay, so I'll just fix the brackets. Now let's test this. Maybe this time it would work. Let me just refresh. If I type hi, okay, so you can see that now I'm able to get things. Now I just need to style it. Okay, if I type here yo, you can see that it appends the message. Okay, so you can see I just need to now style this. Okay, so I have to make this fixed and make this scrollable. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm gonna go to the CSS now. So for that I'll just go to page, I will just go to right section CSS, and here we just need to style the message part. Okay, so in the right section CSS, we'll just say that we have the messages section. Okay, so I'm going to give this messages section 70% height and some width. Okay, and then flex direction column, messages would be shown in column format, some gap, and overflow is auto, that means scrollable. Okay, so now if I reload this, you can see I have this. If I type hi here, you can see as soon as I write hi here, you can see that that's it. Okay, now we have to style the size inner message. Okay, we have to style the inner message. So I'll just go here and I'll just say inner message. That means each message division would be display flex in row and some gap in between. Okay, then I'm going to say my image inside this message division, which is going to take 35 pixel width. Okay, so you can see that's the style. Okay, now after that, guys, we're going to say we have one division inside this. Okay, so I'm going to say division would be flex and flex direction column. So yeah, you can see things are shown in column in these divisions. Okay, now inside this we'll say that the h2 tag would be highlighted a little bit. That means the name you or chat gpt, it would be highlighted a little bit, white color, and font size, and then font weight. So you can see that it's highlighted. Now at the end you're gonna say that we have the p tag. Okay, in this p tag, guys, I'll just say that its color is white. Okay, color is actually white, and some max width I have given to this. Okay, and some font size. So you would see that's how it looks. Okay, so you can see if I reload this, if I say hi, if I write hi here, you can write typing animation also. You can give it typing animation also, or loading animation. How are you? You can show some loading animation by using React Lottie or React Spinner, you can search about that. You can see that now it's giving me responses. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a few questions to this one. I'm gonna say that who is okay, I'm just gonna say that what is AWS? Okay, what is AWS? So I'm asking some random questions to this, so you can see that it's giving me some response. Again, I'm gonna ask what is Google? So you can see that after asking this question, you can see that it's scrollable. You can see it's scrollable. Okay, so you can add some loading animation also. So you can see it's scrollable also. Okay, so it works perfectly, right? It works perfectly. I can ask one more question. When will I get 1 CR package? ऐसा होने नहीं वाला, बट पूछ लेता हूँ. Okay, 1 CR package. So let's see क्या बोलता है. So I'm asking this, and now after that you can see 1 CR package. Okay, so you can add auto scroll also, different features can be added. You can see the time frame for achieving 1 CR package or 10 million rupees can vary depending on several factors such as your educational. रहने देते हैं, छोड़ो. Okay, so guys, I hope you understood this part, and we created our chat GPT using the API. You can add more features to this. You can later on I'll be also adding some features. I'll be making a merge stack application, complete login, sign up, as well as saving these chats in the left side. Okay, right now we don't have any option, we don't have any database, that's why. So we'll be saving these chats on the left side. If in future I get an option, I'll be creating a complete merge project for this chat GPT, right? So now guys, I'm going to upload this source code on GitHub. And one feature which I would like to add, I forgot to add, is auto scroll. So I'll add it after this video. Auto scroll, that means as soon as I receive a message, I'll auto scroll to bottom. Okay, so it is easier for us, we don't need to scroll again and again. Okay, I'll add it after ending this video. Okay, so now let's upload this source code to my GitHub profile. For that, what you need to do is you just need to visit github.com/viraj014 in the repositories. By the way, if you want to follow me, you can follow me here, and if you want to contact me for doubts, you can message me here on Instagram or on LinkedIn. Okay, now here I'll just upload the source code. So let's create a repository. I'll just name this repository as open. Okay, I'm just gonna name it as chat gpt underscore react. Okay, react next.js. Okay, that's it. Okay, react next.js, you can either make in React or next.js. Okay, so you can see create repository. I'll just create the repo here and I'll upload the code to my GitHub profile. Okay, just a second. Ah, just a second. Git add dot git commit m final. Okay, git push. Okay, so now guys, I have uploaded the source code to my GitHub profile. What you need to do is I'll share this in the comment section or in the live chat also. You can get it from there. What you need to do is you can just visit this GitHub profile. I've shared it in the live chat. Okay, you'll find this, or later on in the comment section we'll pass this on. So what you need to do is you just need to visit this GitHub profile and you'll get the complete source code for today. And one thing, I think, yes, env file, I have removed the env file, so you have to add the env local file. You can check that. Rest everything is here. You can see that we have the assets also. I provided the images also, so you don't face any issues. If you missed out something, you can watch the video again. You'll understand how we generated the API using this. And I'll just delete this API now because if anyone gets the access of my APIs, they can just hack things. Okay, so I've just removed it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so guys, I hope you understood this video, and after this we can end this session. If you like such kind of videos, you can comment below, and if you want such more topics, AI based topics or merge stack topics, you can comment below, or you can mention that in the live chats. We are also going to bring such more projects, awesome projects, in the upcoming weekends, sorry, weekdays, Monday. Okay, so that's it. And if you like this video, you can share this with your friends. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you in the next one. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.